Florida, one of the great vacation destinations in the entire land. Today, Camping World Stadium as a couple of teams square off for a chance to win the Pop-Tart Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense comes onto the field first today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with the win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to...
Lets it fly! And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Let's talk for a second about Iowa State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest down.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. The Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's looking deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The misconnection leaves him with a third down. Dropping back, it's Reed. He's not afraid to go deep. A full dive to haul that one in. And the Cyclones moving quickly to the line.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
The Cyclones come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Takes the handoff. It's James. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Iowa State! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Pittsburgh's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The sure hands. It's Tanner. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. From the gun, running back on the move. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Cyclones have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's the pressure. Snagged in the middle. It's Russell. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tanner. There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's James. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it on the move. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in the games. And in the first drive, he leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
And the Cyclones aren't threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Hit right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Scanning the field is Hilton. Pocket breaking down. He wants it all. Intercepted for the 11th time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun. Grabbed in the middle. It's James. And they'll knock him down. The Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. All right, guys, let's chat Iowa State. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Right on the money. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Reed. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Iowa State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Panthers want to move quickly. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Hilton. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the...
Touchdown, Cyclones! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though. They get another chance, right?
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Hilton. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Probably the toughest call 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. That's caught. It's Robinson. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Under fire. Slings it downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Just keeps slinging it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll run play action. Got his man downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Panthers!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
The Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pressure coming. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Gets rid of it. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. And the Cyclones send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Looking to kick. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Makes the grab. It's James. And that's a live ball. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Panthers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Hauls it in. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Under fire. Nice move to pick up yardage. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's locked. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great defenses.
And the Cyclones started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown, Iowa State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Going for it all. Makes a grab for a big play. Oh, a lot of space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got a man. It's Anderson. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Going to try to get it himself. Kept it, and he's past the market. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, 2 quarters down in the Pop-Tart Bowl. A couple of teams who've battled their way here into bowl season looking to bring home some hardware. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Pop-Tart Bowl.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. And while that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
And I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, They were clearly not motivated, Paul.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close this season out with an exclamation point.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Fights off the defender. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. The Panthers are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Knocked down to the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore. Right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Skips away from pressure. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Caught near the sticks. It's James. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. It's Dyer. Flushed out of the pocket. To the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man. Really good coverage in the backhand, taking away the pass. But then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back. They put a good drive together.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught, close to the marker, it's Robinson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air, it's Hilton. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
He wants to throw it again. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Pitt! Fit it in the window for the score.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback, because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
And he tacked on the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Sends it back in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Breaks into the open. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy 1st down.
Working that left side now. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Right down the middle. Wideout trying to get it in.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He's trying to get it in. And they will score. Touchdown, Iowa State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
No, I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. Did you see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
My job as offensive coordinator is to find my guys, find my playmakers, find my guys that can win one-on-one when they get an opportunity, and that I can get them the ball and they can make something happen. He's one of those guys. That's why I'm going to continue to force feed him.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Wants to throw. It's Hilton. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Wants to fire on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
Ready to try the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Finds a crease at the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You've got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Moving away from pressure. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cyclones!
that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Finds his target down the middle. Good ball, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long the
time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it inside the 30. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Looking for a gap. It's Goff. Shakes off the defender. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Everett. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's James. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws into the middle of the field. Got it in stride at the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He wants to throw it. Might be looking to run. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. 3rd down coming. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
Makes the grab. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Dyer. Now improvising. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Cyclones had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving it.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. They'll go to the air. Rushes on him. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense. And they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it sticks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Everett. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
in his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Walton. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together